All right, hello Tucson. We would like to thank you again for joining us on our 50th celebration for our Juneteenth committee. Again, we have another living legend here in Tucson that we'd like to present to you. This is Mr. Ron Burton. Ron, again, is another living legend. He's been in Tucson for quite a while. He's seen Tucson Juneteenth come and go and come back again. So we just wanted to ask you a couple of questions, Ron, today. First of all, just kind of tell me some of the things you've done since you've been here in Tucson.
I'm a retired administrator for the city of Tucson, Tucson Parks and Recreation Department. I worked there for 43 years. I've seen that department grow and grow and grow. Gene Reed, the person they named the park after, was my first boss. And I got involved with Juneteenth because civic events was one of my job classifications, and so I kind of got sent over to the Juneteenth Festival as a representative for the Parks and Rec Department, the city of Tucson.
Excellent. So what was that when the Juneteenth was at Vista del Prado Park, or where was it at then?
Yes, it was it Prado or Pueblo? Vista del Pueblo, maybe it was Prado. Either way, yes, I'll never forget that. That park was the place that Morris Doty and I think it was Bobby Ray Dixon, a couple of founders here in Tucson of the Juneteenth Festival here in Tucson. They lived in the neighborhood. The park's a little park in the outskirts of the A Mountain area, and they came in and they wanted to have the park as the festival exclusively at that park. So yes, I was there when they had the festival at that park.
Excellent. So over the years, you've seen the Juneteenth as it first started and where it's at now. So I guess on a personal note, what does Juneteenth mean to you?
There's two answers to that. One is the true meaning of Juneteenth, you know, when slaves in Texas and Louisiana or somewhere like that found out about their freedom. It's a little bit different to me because I came from Chicago, Illinois, and in Chicago, Illinois, we didn't know what Juneteenth was. As a matter of fact, we celebrated Independence Day on the 4th of July, and that just happened to be my birthday, so I really have celebrated the 4th of July all my life. And to come to Tucson and find out that there's another celebration for Independence Day was real important to me because to find out that the slaves found out 2 years later is a big thing. That's a long time. But my job got me involved in that as a person to kind of oversee what was going on. And it means a lot to me because I've seen it grow. And, you know, the celebration of any African Americans is real important because everybody talk about America. America, all Americans are everybody that's an American. So without even the part about the Juneteenth, without that being in history, that's a big loss of American history right there.
So what are some of the fun times, some of the fond memories you have about Juneteenth over the years?
That's a lot. I do remember this though from the beginning. I wasn't, I think, at the first couple of years, but when I did get involved, Juneteenth was a neighborhood event. People used to cook food at their house, barbecue on the grills at their backyards, and bring all the food and stuff to the park to celebrate it. You know, we had entertainment that was local stuff. People, it wasn't anybody that was licensed or anybody that you had to pay or nothing like that. But it was a big gathering for people to just get together and have what I called it like an old family reunion, to get together and have a good old black or African American picnic. The fun times was when we used to all get together and bring the food and compare the food, who cooked the best ribs, you know, who made the best potato pie, you know, and who could sing and who couldn't, who thought they could, that got up there and did it. And even the committee meetings were fun because everybody had an opinion, and everybody's opinion was to make it better than it was the time before.
Excellent. So what would you say to some, maybe the younger people who are listening and watching and don't necessarily know about Juneteenth and maybe even want to get involved, what would you say to them?
I say to them, first of all, you need to find out that Juneteenth is a part of American history. American history is comprised of everybody's history. You know, it's not only were the slavery part of history, not only was George Washington part of history, not only of the days of today we had a black president as part of history, but black history is a part of history. It's a part of American history. And I tell people, if you've been through the times that I've been through where they were trying to choose the name to call African Americans. You know, back in my day, you were colored, you were African American, and you were black, you know, and yet we're all Americans. So I want to tell the young people, get involved in stuff like this, especially the way times are right now. Learn about your history, because your history is part of the American history, not just black history.
Excellent. Thank you, Ron. I want to really tell you, I appreciate you for everything you've done. I appreciate, I talked to my brother about you, and it's a long-time living legend, Ron Burton. God bless you, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you.